Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this will be my first favourites video. Really excited to do this as I've tried quite a few products this month and there's a lot that I have been absolutely loving. So I'm going to go through those with you today. I'm going to try and keep it quite short and sweet because I noticed last time in my last video I really rambled. That was my review on the Urban Decay foundation and I just noticed that I kind of went over the same point over and over again. So I'm going to try and work on that. Obviously I'm new to YouTube, so I can only learn from my mistakes. So yeah, but I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet on each product and not try to go on too much. So the first lot of products I'm going to mention are all going to be from NYX because at the beginning of the month / the end of September I tried a load of their products. I'd never tried NYX before but I'd heard so many good things and it's quite affordable, and that is kind of the main reason I went for it, is because I really don't have that much money to spend on makeup at the moment, so I wanted to get some good quality products that were cheap. As I say, I've never used NYX before, but I'd seen so many good reviews, I just had to have like a little NYX haul. So I've got a few things to show you here. I've been using them for the last month or so, so I've really tried them for quite a bit. It's not like I've just tried it once, I've been using them for like the whole month. So the first product I want to mention is their contour palette. I'll be honest, I have seen mixed reviews on this, but I personally really like it. It's really good. It cost me £18 and I got it from Boots. Obviously you've got all your contour shades at the bottom and then some highlighting shades at the top. I tend to use these two colours for contouring. I just use it in the usual places like my cheekbones, under my chin, and a little bit on my forehead. I feel like you get a really good choice of shades. I really like this one because I'll be honest, like I've never really properly tried like a cool toned contour shade. I've always kind of used the Hoola Benefit, which I feel is a bit on the cool side, but it's still a bronzer. They do have a really good pigment, I think, for the price. They could be a little bit better, but again, I would class this as a drugstore product, and I think for £18 this is really good quality. So this colour here is like a light pink colour, and that's probably my favourite of the palette because I kind of used it not expecting much, and then when I used it I was actually like blown away because it's really brightening. I also love the two highlighting shades it comes with. It's got two shimmery shades, so there's this one here and this one here. They are really pigmented, especially this one. It's like a really light light pearly shade, whereas this one's a bit more like the Matte Soft and Gentle. It's just quite natural. So yeah, I really love this for a like everyday highlight. That's my first product and I've been loving this. I haven't put it down, and if I didn't say already, that's £18 from Boots. Next NYX product I'm going to talk about is this primer. This is the NYX Pore Filler. I got this because I've noticed lately that my pores are like, I've got like really big either side of my nose. I've never had this problem before, but as I say, it's been in like the last month or last couple of months where I've really noticed that you can see them. I don't know what's happened because I haven't done anything different. So I decided that I needed to get a primer to fill in my pores. My first thought was to get the Benefit Pore Professional, but as I've already said, I really can't afford to be spending out like 25 quid on a primer. I'm sure it's great and I do really want to get it one day, but in the meantime I was looking for an affordable primer. I decided to get this. It was £11, again from Boots. When you squeeze it out, it's like, it looks like a peachy colour, but obviously it's not. When you rub it in, it just goes to like a smooth jelly kind of texture, a bit like the Maybelline Baby Skin if you've tried that. But yeah, so this is really good. It smooths over your skin and it definitely fills in the pores. Like, I was so impressed. Like, I really didn't know what to expect because I've never had problems with my pores before. So when I was rubbing this in and spreading it over my skin, I was kind of didn't have high expectations, but it's amazing and it really minimises the appearance of my pores. So if you suffer with that, I really, really, really recommend this product. Moving on to another NYX product, I want to talk about this NYX glitter, and also I got the glitter glue. In the glitter I got the shade number 4, which I think is just called Copper, but it is such a pretty colour. I did film a tutorial using this, I think it's a couple of videos back, so definitely check it out and you'll see how amazing this stuff is. This product cost about £5 and I think that's really good value for this little tub of glitter. It's going to take me forever to get through that, and the glitter itself is amazing. I applied it with the NYX glitter glue, and I had no problem with it transferring. This stuff is easy to apply. I just use it with a little shader brush and then give it 10 seconds to dry and get a bit tacky, and then I just apply this straight on top, and it stayed in place all night. I didn't have any problems with it. So again, really recommend these glitters, and I really recommend the glitter primer as well. The next product I want to talk about, I was so eager to get for such a long time, but I finally got around to trying it. I only bought one shade because I didn't know whether I was going to like the formula, but I love it. It's probably one of the best formulas I've ever tried, and I can't believe it's only about £5, £6. Like, I am so impressed with it. You've all probably heard of this one because they have really been raved about on YouTube and Instagram and all over social media. So it'll be no surprise that I'm talking about the NYX Lingerie matte lipsticks. I've got the shade Lace Detail, and it's like the perfect pinky nude shade. Literally my go-to for like an everyday nude look. It's amazing, it stays on all day. It does come off like if I've had something to eat, but I find that with all... But there's a little swatch on my hand, so as you can see, it's like a really pinky nude, and I think it just suits me perfectly. Also, they're also really pigmented, so you don't have to layer it at all. It's just one swipe and you're fine. You're good to go. So love those, and highly recommend. Okay, so the last NYX product I want to talk about is this brow pencil. It's the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and I got the shade Chocolate, which is like a medium warm brown. So it looks like this, and it comes with obviously the product, so the brow pencil, which is like a really thin nib, and it also comes with a brush on the other side. I'd say it's a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, but the weird thing is I tried that a few months ago and I really didn't get on with it, but I couldn't put my finger on why. I think it's because I wasn't used to using a pencil, because I've always used pomades, but I wanted to try something more natural. But anyway, I didn't get on with it, so I wanted to give it another go, and because I used the Brow Wiz up, I didn't want to pay another £15 getting that. So I looked for a dupe and I came across this, and I think I prefer it. I don't know what's different about it, but I just prefer it. I don't know why. It's really easy to use because it's quite rounded, like the nib is quite rounded, so you can just really trace out the shape of your brow. Also, the brush on the end is really good, it's quite firm. I also got this from Boots, and it only cost me £7, so another bargain. Another drugstore product I want to mention is the Rimmel Exaggerate Lip Liner in the shade Addiction. So the shade is like the perfect kind of pinky nude colour. It actually goes perfectly with the NYX Lace Detail lipstick that I swatched earlier. I'll just do a little swatch of this one now. So you can kind of see they're a really similar shade. This one is a little bit darker, but you can blend it out so that they blend together. But these two together are literally like my favourite nude pink combo. If you go on my Instagram, I did like a mini video of me using these together. So if you're interested, you can see what they're like. And obviously the best thing about it is that they're both drugstore. That lip liner, it lasts all day and it's really creamy and easy to use. It is retractable, so the only kind of negative is you can like break them off. You can't sharpen it and you've just lost that product. But if you be careful, obviously that won't happen, but sometimes if you're like me and you're a bit in a rush or you're just a little bit hard-handed, I'll use it a bit too hard and then it will fall off, if that makes sense. Anyway, love it, and that was only about, I think it's like $3.99 or $2.99. Another bargain, whack it in your basket. So the next product in my October favourites are these two liquid lipsticks. I've mentioned these a lot on my Instagram, even like months ago I've been kind of wearing these, and I've put a little snap on Instagram because I love them. They are amazing. These are one of the best liquid lipsticks I've ever tried. They're so pigmented and creamy, and they do last all day. Again, if I've eaten, I'll have to reapply, but I don't think that's an issue. Like, I don't expect a liquid lipstick to last through my mega meal of food. Worth mentioning, just because I think some of you might care about that, but if you carry it around, you can always reapply. So anyway, it's the Stila Stay All Day liquid lipstick. I have the colour Besso, which is a kind of true red, maybe a bit more on the orange side. Also the colour in Rico. I think that's how you say it. Rico? I think it sounds better if I say Rico. So I actually wore this one in my last video. If you want to see it in action, it's quite bright, but it is a lovely colour, one of my favourite reds. And then this one is more of like a brownie red. I've actually got it on today. It's quite dark, a little bit out of my comfort zone. I don't really like dark lipstick on me that much, but I'm trying to experiment. These are, in my opinion, a little bit more on the expensive side. I think I got mine for about, I want to say £15 from either Beauty Bay or Cult Beauty, one of those. But yeah, they are a bit more on the expensive side, but they are one of the best liquid lipsticks I've ever tried, and these two colours are gorgeous and perfect for autumn. Last few things I want to talk about are brushes. I bought my first bunch of Morphe brushes and I've been loving them. They are so affordable as well. But just these two that I want to mention. So it's the Morphe M441. I believe this is the one that Jaclyn Hill uses in most of her tutorials when she applies her transition shade. It's perfect for applying that crease colour without it being too blown out, because I do have a tendency to kind of use like a really fluffy brush and bring it up quite high. This kind of stops me doing that because it's quite tapered rather than being rounded and covering a wide surface. This is more tapered, so it forces me to focus it in the crease rather than going a bit crazy. And it is a synthetic brush, so it's not going to soak up the product. It will move it, so it does do a good job at blending as well. It has slightly hooded eyes, so if you're kind of in the same boat and looking for a new crease brush, then definitely try this one out. I think it was about £3. I think again from either Beauty Bay or Cult Beauty, but I will leave everything linked down below. The next Morphe brush I want to talk about is the Morphe M506, and it looks like this. It is like a really tiny blending brush. When it arrived, I didn't expect it to be this small, and I really didn't know what I was going to do with it. But as I started doing my makeup looks, I kind of picked it up and started to find what I wanted to use it for. What I've been using this for is applying the dark colour right on the outer part of my eye. Because it's smaller, it's perfect for just blending and keeping it on the outer bit rather than taking it all the way through. It's just blending it on the outer part. So this one here was the one I just mentioned, the M441, and this one on the left is the one I'm talking about. Loving those two brushes, and as I said before, Morphe is really affordable, so definitely pick these up. Okay, so that's all the products I wanted to mention. I hope this has kind of helped you guys if you were thinking about getting any of those products. But yeah, I've been absolutely loving all of those. I hope you guys enjoyed my first favourites video. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel if you aren't subscribed already, and I'll see you in my next video.